Hey everyone! So we've been planning something big in the background, and it's finally time to talk about it. We're officially launching the Orbital Outlaws Event System. But before your eyes glaze over, we need to be crystal clear about what this is, and more importantly, what it isn't. First, and listen closely, we are not an org. We're not here to recruit you, we don't have mandatory ops, and we're not starting a new power block. The Orbital Outlaws exists as this channel and to transform cooperative gameplay into captivating entertainment. We just love playing this game and love playing it with people who love it as well. Second, this is not full hog wild role-playing. You don't need a 10-page backstory or a fake accent unless you're into that, in which case, go for it. And third, we are not doing org v org content. Our goal isn't to pick fights or create giant server clearing battles. Our operations are calculated moves to acquire wealth, resources, and influence, not just random acts of violence. So what are we doing? We're creating a framework for community-driven storytelling. We're building a narrative that will grow and change with Star Citizen itself. Our grand narrative arc is called the Black Market Barons. The core idea is that we, as a community, are establishing and controlling the most lucrative and reliable black market network in the verse. To do that, we've defined our identity. We're not just pirates. Our official ethos is the Pragmatic Insurrectionists. But what does that actually mean? It starts with our core belief. The UEE and its aligned megacorporations are basically indistinguishable at this point. They've become this corrupt, monolithic entity. Their laws and regulations aren't about justice, they're just tools to consolidate their own power, crush the independence of the common citizen, and protect their bottom line. So we're not agents of pure chaos. We don't cause violence for the sake of it. We see ourselves as opportunists, maybe even freedom fighters, who operate by our own code out here on the fringes of society. This is where the pragmatic part is key. Our operations are calculated moves, every act of piracy against a corporate convoy, every smuggling run that bypasses UEE tariffs, that's us framing it as taking back what's ours. It's about acquiring wealth, resources, and influence. Yes, skill and profit are our goals, but it's all done with the purpose of actively undermining that corrupt corporate and UEE control. And our home base for this entire operation, the hub for the Black Market Barons, will be Nyx. And there's a very specific reason for that. Nyx isn't just some random lawless backwater, it has a history, a legacy. This is a system that gave birth to the People's Alliance of Levski. These were the original insurrectionists. They were the ones who had the guts to tell the UEE to shove it. Fleeing the oppression of the regime, specifically under the Messers, they built a home for themselves in Nyx, based on a desire for real freedom, completely separate from that corrupt, centralized power. That spirit, that legacy of fighting UEE overreach, is exactly why Nyx is perfect home for us. We see that same corrupt, monolithic entity in the UEE and their corporate partners today. So for us, as pragmatic insurrectionists, operating out of Nyx isn't just practical, it's symbolic. We're the next chapter in that story. We're continuing that legacy of independence just with our own pragmatic, profit-driven twist. But, and this is important, that doesn't mean we're staying in Nyx. A good black market has connections everywhere. Our events will take us across all the areas of Stanton, Pyro, and whatever new systems appear as Star Citizen grows. We're opportunists, and profit is the goal. So yeah, that is a lot of lore and backstory, but we wanted to make sure we had a deep foundation, a real reason for why we do what we do. This gives us a ton of material to delve into when we create these Story-Lite events. This is not about us just RPing this persona, it's about having a why, what makes the events feel connected and gives them stakes. And here's the most important part for you. If you want to take all this lore and backstory and full on RP it, absolutely, go ahead. We love that. But if you don't want anything to do with the lore and just want to hang around for some really cool organized events, that's also why we're here. Here's the best part of these events. They are not scripted. We're here to embrace the chaos. We're not script enforcers. We improvise as we go. So when a 30k happens or a mission critical box glitches through the floor of a station, that's not the end of an event. That's just a new part of the story. That's an enemy ambush or stolen by a rival. We turn those game bugs, we turn anything that comes in from anyone who's not part of the event who starts to interfere, we turn that into more of the story so that we can keep the story as dynamic as possible. But to keep all track of what we're doing, we're also launching our new website. The website is going to be your hub. It'll be where you'll be able to see the next events, the current story arc, and get a download of the general story so far. It's about making players feel that this is meaningful and that their actions have made an impact on the story as we continue. But we also want to make sure that we recognize people who join us on these adventures. So we're rolling out our own attendance-based tier system. So you can see it's pretty in-depth. You'll start as a tier 0 prospect, attend a few events, you'll become a Nixian nomad or an outlaw asset. Keep going, you can rise all the way to syndicate warden, outlaw kingpin, or even eventually a black market baron. And this just isn't just for our in-game events. We want to recognize participation in the entire Star Citizen community. Going to in-person events like CitizenCon, going to Bar Citizens, joining other local community gatherings, it all counts towards your rank and being part of a wider and wider community. Now, you're probably asking, what are the rewards? Honestly, we haven't figured them all out yet, and that's on purpose. This is a community-driven event system. We want your ideas. We want to know what you think would be cool rewards for hitting Void Veteran. In the future, we'll be looking for people from the community to step up and help plan, organize events, and decide on these very rewards. This is our story to build together. So that's the plan. We're not an org, we're storytellers, we're a crew, and we're here to cause some co-op chaos beyond the stars. Check out the new website at orbitaloutlaws.tv, join the Discord link that's in the description, and get ready. Subscribe to the channel as we'll be posting all the videos of all our events, and we will see you in the next one. The black market is officially open for business.